Look, you can follow all the YouTube guru advice that you want to, but you know you're not growing the way you need to, and that's stopping you from living a life of financial freedom, being able to make money on YouTube, whether that's channel monetization, growing your audience, or even making money with having a product or service. It's stopping you from living a life of freedom and letting go of the 9 to 5. It's stopping you from being able to stop trading your time for money in order for you to make a good amount of money, a living, to take care of your loved ones. And in this video, I promise you, I'm going to show you how to grow your YouTube, because personally, I've made over 6 figures online using social media. We're going to get right into it. I want to ask you a question. Do you know how a phone battery works? A lot of people think that when you charge your phone battery, right, what happens is when it hits 100, you're at 100%. But over time, what most don't realize is that your battery has wear and tear, kind of like your engine in your car. To a certain degree, once your battery has been charged and you've been using your phone for 1 to 2 years, your battery can only get full to a certain percentage. It no longer can get full to 100%. It'll say 100% on the screen, but it'll really just charge to 90%. And then maybe you keep your phone for another year and then it charges full to 80%. But you know what's going to happen? Your iPhone or your Android is always going to show 100% if you fully charge the battery. But really, it's at 100% fully charged, but that's what it shows on the screen. But your battery is at a lower percentage because of wear and tear. Now, if that happens with phones and we see something that isn't really something that gives us the truth, meaning it's showing 100%, but we're really at 80%. It's showing 100% and we're really at 70%. It's showing 100% and we're really at 60%. I'm going to show you this right now. And I want to let you know that, number one, that means that we have a metric that doesn't matter. Even though my phone can say 100, it really is at a lower percentage. That metric that's on my screen that I see is a lie. What if that's happening to you on YouTube because you're following this guru advice? Okay. If you don't understand that concept, how about this? Have you ever known or ever heard of a story of someone that looks healthy and then all of a sudden they've been sick for a long time? They just never felt sick. They never looked sick, but the doctor has really surprising news for them. Why is it that someone can look healthy, but they're not healthy? You think about that? This is how life works. So that brings up that, to me, that makes me curious. Like, what am I doing on YouTube that I think matters that doesn't matter? Okay, here we go right here. You can see on my iPhone, and I'm going to get to the point, to these principles, because you need to know this in order for you to grow your YouTube. You can see right here on my iPhone, I have a maximum capacity of 75%. Right here. Look right here on the screen. It says 75%. I'm going to bring it a little closer. There we go. 75%. Okay. My phone is at 75%. Anyways, the question that I have for you is, if you're following what the gurus say, then why aren't you growing the way you want to? Everybody says to turn on this setting. Everybody says to put in tags. Everybody says to use SEO. Everybody says to use this thumbnail, use this title, but why aren't you growing the way you want to? Maybe it's because you're following the wrong principles. And I say this with conviction and belief because I follow these principles every single day to the best of my ability, and they have brought me results, not only on YouTube, but in other aspects of my life. Principle number 1, I want you to imagine you walking in the mall and you see a food court. Now, you see Chick-fil-A all the way in the corner, all the way in the right-hand corner, right? And you're like, man, I really want some Chick-fil-A, especially because it's Monday and they're closed on Sundays. I'm getting Chick-fil-A. So you walk down the food court and then you have some other restaurant options, but you're focused. You got that tunnel vision. I'm getting Chick-fil-A. I know exactly what I'm going to get. I'm going to get the number 1 with the lemonade, with the large fry, you can tell I like Chick-fil-A, right? Anyways, you're walking towards Chick-fil-A and then, hey, there's an Asian restaurant that's on the side, and usually they give out free samples. And they're like, hey, you want teriyaki chicken? Hey, you want orange chicken? And you're like, you know what? That does smell really good. Maybe you take the sample. Maybe you don't take the sample. But here's the thing. You decided what you already wanted before you even got the chance to say yes or no to the restaurant that was about to hand you the sample. Jay, what does this have to do about growing on Instagram? Algorithms don't decide what people watch. People decide what people watch. You see, we give too much credit to the algorithm. Oh, the algorithm isn't favoring my videos. Oh, it's shadow banning me. No, you may not just be uploading the right type of videos. You may not be having the right principles with how you're communicating to the camera to make people want to click. Because let's be honest, we all have used a feature on YouTube where you just hover your mouse over a little video, or you stop scrolling on your phone and the video kind of plays before you click on it. Yeah, people have access to that. So guess what? Times have changed. You need to know these principles, because if you don't, you're going to blame the algorithm. Algorithms don't choose videos for people. It gives people options, just like a food court. But people have their eyeballs focused on what they need to watch sometimes, and most of the time, before they even get on the app. And if they see all the options, they still have a tunnel vision. They see multiple options and they're like, is it this one or is it that one? You know what? I choose Chick-fil-A. Thank you for the sample. I'm going to go with Chick-fil-A. That's principle number one. Now, if you thought that was good, let me know if you thought that was good in the comment section down below. Okay. Principle number two. I want you to imagine, okay, me. All right. I want you to imagine me. All right. I have a concept that I like to call VFM, which stands for viral for me. I'm not comparing myself to any other YouTuber. I'm comparing myself to me. So if a video gets a lot of views, as a matter of fact, if it gets more views than the other videos that I have on my channel, then it's viral for me. It may not be viral for you, but it's viral for me. Okay. You need to think of your channel in the same way. Now, I'm just going to keep it straightforward. In order for you to make sure that you grow your YouTube channel, you need to make sure you have conviction with what you say. This is why I don't believe in you just vlogging or just making random videos. You need to make sure that you know what you're talking about. You don't have to be the best in the world, but damn it, I've been working out for 8 years. I know what it means to be consistent when nobody is looking at you. I know what it means to do the work and put in the work at late hours of the night and see no results. I know what it feels like to say no to pushing away junk food and eating the healthier things so your body can replenish itself from working out. So I share my personal stories because they're unique, and that makes my videos viral for me. Don't believe me? Watch this. I'm going to share my screen. I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but here I am doing it because I love you all. I appreciate the support. So I'm going out my way to do this. All right. Now, if I scroll down my videos, as a matter of fact, I'm going to hit analytics, and then I'm going to filter to the last 90 days of my videos. There's something that I found here after posting almost on a daily basis. If I look at my views that I've gotten on my videos, and I'm talking about my top, let's say 10 videos, I can tell, wow, most of my videos that got the most views are me talking about how I got a result. My highest viewed video to this day, how I gained 700 subs in 7 months. That just surpassed my highest viewed videos that I posted months ago. My highest viewed videos for months were back in February, where I was talking about AI, and AI is trending, obviously. So that's why it also got a lot of views. But you know what? This video right here that I posted about me gaining 700 subscribers, I just posted that as of today's date, 9 days ago, and it surpassed all of my videos in views. Does that make sense? And it surpassed all of my videos in also getting subscribers. Well, almost, actually, almost. It's still growing, but you get the point, right? Personal stories, you talking about what you know about, is going to serve people a lot better. Okay. Now, I say that to say that giving value isn't going to grow your channel. We sometimes think if we type in GPT and we listen to these gurus and we give out value and we just regurgitate what we've heard, that we're actually going to grow our audience. We're actually going to grow our YouTube. We're going to have a life of financial freedom. Here's the problem. They can find that on GPT. They can find that on Google. They can find out on the gurus' YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to let that sit in silence for a little bit. Here's what you need to do. Okay. You need to make sure you give new belief. Jay, what is new belief? What is new belief? Like, I don't understand. New belief. Here we go. Share your personal story. You know what this does? It makes people see where you started and where you're at. I've noticed through my own consistency on YouTube, the audience builds, you all comment, more people subscribe, more people watch more of my videos and engage when they see where I started from. Because guess what? I'm sharing new belief. They're like, if this guy can do it and he's making videos 1:21 in the morning and he has to be at work at 8 a.m., what's my excuse? You see what I'm saying? It makes people question, not only did I get value, but you gave me new belief. You made me think different. I'm going to subscribe because it just hits different. You know, you never heard a song lyrics in a song and it's like, man, this is like, I really feel these lyrics. Like, it's just not the beat. It's not the note that the person is singing in. It's the message. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure that we're not just giving value, but that we're changing people's beliefs. And the one way that you can change people's beliefs is by sharing a story. All right, let's get into principle number 3. We ain't gonna make it long. I want you to understand, and this is what most people it's ridiculous. Okay, I cannot sugarcoat this. Most people think that putting in work means you just show up. But in order for you to grow your channel, you're going to have to do things that most people aren't doing. And yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable. One of my biggest examples that I always tell my loved ones, or even the old online fitness coaching clients I used to have, I used to tell them, it's not exercise, it's exercise. Meaning, most people say, oh, I'm going to exercise. That just means that you're just going to move their body. Exercise means you're doing something extra outside of your normal routine in order for you to change what you've been having. You've heard the quote before. If you do something over and over again and you're getting the same result and you're trying to change it, whatever, it's called insanity. Well, here's the thing. Most people say they exercise, or most people say they're in movement or active or whatever. But the whole point is you need to get uncomfortable with the action that you're putting in, because that's how your body grows. When I had to grow my hair from years ago, I started growing my hair for the past 3-4 years of my life. I had to get uncomfortable. You know what I had to get uncomfortable with? Getting my hair twisted up. I wasn't as confident when my hair was really, really short and it was like little stubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was something that I had to get comfortable with. But it was very uncomfortable in the beginning. Jay, what does this have to do about growing my YouTube? Here's the thing. Uploading at a comfortable rate makes you average. Let that sink in. Uploading at a comfortable rate makes you average. I don't care what any YouTube guru has told you. You can post 1 time a week and you can get away with it. Huh? And you trying to change your trajectory with making money? You trying to really step away from the 9 to 5? You're trying to be your own boss? And you're following whose advice? Because they're doing it, you're going to do it. Okay. Yeah. Well, remember, uploading at a comfortable rate is always going to make you average. The thing is, uploading at an uncomfortable rate means that you're growing. Why? That's what growth is. You've got to get out the routine that you're comfortable with. If you start a YouTube channel and you're like, I'm comfortable with being consistent for 2 videos a week. And you know that, hey, you can do it and you feel good about your schedule. I've fallen into this trap so many times. I'm literally uncomfortable right now because I have to be up in 5 to 6 hours, probably even less than that right now. But I'm still showing up. I'm recording 2 videos a day, posting 1 video a day, so I can always be ahead. So I can make sure I'm showing up for you. And my audience is growing. I'm not going to tell you something I'm not doing. That's the thing. That's the biggest difference between me and those gurus out there. Now I'm about to talk my stuff, not because I'm better than you, but because I believe in you. Let me say that again because I just stuttered. It's not because I'm better than you. It's because I believe in you. Why do I believe in you? Because you decided to watch this video. Why do I believe in you? Because I believe in me. I believe in the Most High giving me the energy, the time, the money, the resources in order for me to show up, for you to know what you need to do with these principles. This is not switch this setting on, do this thumbnail BS. And I do teach that, but sometimes those things just don't make you grow. Why? Because people don't know you yet. So you've got to show up consistently. I had a guy like 3 days ago tell me, like, he subscribed, he commented the first time on my channel, and then I posted the next day, like 5 hours later, because it was like late at night or whatever. And he was like, bro, I love your videos. Like, every day you're posting. Yeah, every day I'm posting. I don't care about the metrics, because guess what? I don't care about the subscribers. I mean, I care about you, of course, but I don't care about the number. Oh, I gotta hit 1,000. Like, I don't care. Why? Because that's just like looking at my iPhone and being like, oh, it's at 100% and it's really at 70, because I've been at it for a while. I've been using my phone for years. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not worried about, oh, well, this one got this many watch hours. I mean, that's exciting, but hey, remember, people can look healthy and still be sick. So even though you've gotten a video to do numbers, did you attract the right people? Did you attract people who are actually going to be loyal to watching your content? So now we've got to understand these principles, because these principles will help you align yourself with what you need to do and focus on, rather than focusing on the things that actually are just a filter at best. Like how people used to use Snapchat filters and it made them look completely different. Guess what? The same thing happens when you keep looking at these YouTube numbers and you're telling yourself, well, I got a viral video. You got a whole bunch of people to watch you, and maybe they subscribed, maybe they didn't. The point is, are they going to watch your next video because of how you change what they believe in? Did you really impact their lives, or did you just give something to them so they watch and then you just forget about it the next day? You understand what I'm saying? Look, I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm just going to invite you into my Passion to Profit community. It is no charge. Okay. You can join. The link to this is going to be in the description down below, or it's going to be pinned in the comment section. You guys can join in. I'm going to show up for you every single week with a mentor call, and you're going to be around a supportive group of YouTubers who are working towards the same goal, growing and changing their financial trajectory with getting financial freedom, with building a YouTube audience and being able to monetize it in multiple ways. Again, I've made over 6 figures on social media. I'm now doing it from scratch on YouTube. It's up to you. Are you up for the journey? If you are, click the link in the description down below and I'll see you inside. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.